What's up guys, my name's Ali A and this is my gaming setup. Pow, 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 cut dismantling things in it. So this, guys, is going to be my complete 2016 setup. I'm going to be covering everything you see behind me, all of my gaming gear, all my equipment. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit more about how I record, film and put together all my videos if you're interested in that as well. And all the links to all the products, everything you see in this video will be down in the description. So make sure you're checking it out for all the extra information. But first of all, before we have a look at all the awesome stuff behind me, I want to show you this awesome background we've got going on here, which we recently set up with a ton of stuff I'm sure you guys will be interested in. First of all, the top, a butt ton of headsets. Honestly, way too much headsets, but the guys at Turtle Beach always give me all of their latest ones. We've got ranging over here from wireless headsets to Star Wars headsets, and an awesome birthday card for my brother as well. Now on these lower floors, we have just a ton of mixture of stuff really. We've got the Pokemon shelf, which arguably could be my favourite shelf out of all of them. Recently started playing Heart Gold and I just love that game. It is literally the best. My man Gengar over here is probably my favourite out of a lot. We've got a random assortment of shelves here with Minecraft, Destiny, you name it, everything on that shelf, but still really awesome. And down here's my hat shelf. You guys may know I love my stat packs at the moment. This Black Ops 3 one was actually a special gift when I went to Gamescom this year, and it was a complete surprise. I absolutely love it, and that's why I wear it all the time. We also have all the Monster hats. I like to wear these because they're only given to people that are sponsored by Monster, so I'm really fortunate to get any of these at all. We've also got the awesome Ali snapback that I've got on right now as well. I'll leave a link to the shop down below if you guys are interested in them. Love wearing those. And then probably the best shelf out of all of them in terms of just how many controllers I have is this one down here. We're ranging from Xbox One controllers to old school 360 controllers to PlayStation 4 controllers. And the ones I actually use all the time aren't here. They're over where I game, but we'll have a look at that in a second. We've got a ton of control suites ranging along from the back there. Those guys always release new ones and I just sort of store and save all of them. Just have a massive collection of them. So this shelf is absolutely awesome. You guys have been telling me it looks cool in the background as well, and we're still working away at it. But that has been all of the awesome stuff in the background. You guys, I'm sure, want to see all of the cool stuff I actually use to game with and make all the videos that you guys watch on a daily basis. So let's get into that and see what it's all about. So this is what you guys are used to seeing, this shot right here. But what you're not used to seeing is actually the other side, which is where everything is kicking off. I have, honestly, a pretty crazy monitor setup. So let's take a look at that first. My oldest monitor over on the left here, my LG 21:9 monitor over here, and my brand new LG 21:9 4K curved monitor is the newest addition to my collection. I'm honestly a monitor addict, and this is the greatest one I have ever had. It's insane. Let me explain briefly what's on all of the screens. So my furthest left is actually an Excel document. This is almost like my life document. It has all my video schedules, all my events I'm going to, all of my reminders on it. I look at that every day, have it open all day, and it's what I use to plan all the videos for you guys. My furthest monitor over here was my main one, but then I decided, screw it, let's get two 21:9 monitors. This one I have all of my recording software open on. So I've got my Elgato recording software, my DSLR recording software, and also my webcam recording software. And I record all three of those at the same time. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But my main screen right here, my brand new edition, is where I do most of my work. This is just a basic editing file in Sony Vegas for one of my Black Ops 3 live commentaries. And you can see how wide it is and how much workspace I can actually get on one screen. It means I can be far more productive, make videos a ton easier, and this screen is an absolute beast, and I'm sure you want to know more about it. So as I mentioned, I love monitors. Why is this one so good? So since it's so wide, you can actually put multiple windows on it. You could have, say, TweetDeck open on the left, YouTube open on the right, and have multiple windows on one screen without even needing all the others that I've got going on. The monitor itself is a QHD IPS screen, which means the picture quality, the contrast, and the colors are absolutely next level. I do all my thumbnail editing on here as well. Being able to see the colors correctly is really important to make sure that thumbnail pops. Make sure that thumbnail pops. LG are actually running a dream setup competition right now over on the Ultrawide Festival website. I'll leave a link down below if you want to find out more about an absolutely awesome setup competition. In terms of audio quality, this comes with max audio, which means when I'm editing I can hear everything perfectly. Has built-in speakers as well, which means if I don't want to have a headset on, all of the audio can come straight out of the monitor as well. as I mentioned, having it curved means it links very well to the other screens I've got going on here. Being 4K, it means that I can fit a ton of stuff on the screen and see everything super clear. I absolutely love this monitor. As I said, all the links will be down below. Now that's just the screens. We haven't even shown you guys where I game or all of the console setup. So you're probably wondering, where are the consoles? Where do I actually game? So I'm looking that way doing all the editing, and I'm facing this way when I'm gaming. I've got myself a BenQ gaming monitor and all of my consoles are plugged into it on this pretty fancy gaming stand. I've ordered them in order of how much I use them, so Xbox One at the bottom, obviously. At the moment, PlayStation 4 is one I'm really using at the most. Of course, rocking Call of Duty Black Ops 3, baby. But I've got a Wii U there, Xbox 360 there, and an Xbox One there. And these are the main controllers that I use. So I've got my new custom Allier PS4 controller that has literally just come out. I've got my custom Xbox One Allier controller. I love both of those. I've got the Allier control freaks on them as well. And then the 360 controller down there too. And when I play on the Wii U, I've got the big fat Wii U controller as well. Now this monitor is awesome. I always recommend using a small monitor to game on. It means the response time is really, really low, so your input isn't delayed. It means the picture quality is super, super crisp. And I actually don't sit this close when I'm gaming. I actually sit as far back as I can, so I have a good distance between myself and the screen. And this is how I'll be sitting here playing games, and you'll see that when I'm doing all my live commentaries and everything. This is a really nice gaming setup. There's not much more to say here apart from the fact this is like the behind the scenes of where all the gaming goes on when I'm playing all my games. And finally, as I promised, I want to show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes as to how I edit and make all my videos, the software that I use on my computer, because you guys always ask me what I have on my PC. So first off, before we jump into all the recording stuff, one thing that's really overlooked is actually internet security. I rock Kaspersky, which means that all my personal data is protected, which is really important every time you're logging into websites, using passwords that are protected, and of course just protecting generally against hacking. Now the Kaspersky internet doesn't just cover my PC, it covers all my devices, be it tablet, phone, everything, which is really, really important. And I'm sure you guys maybe don't think about it quite as much as you should do. One thing that people may say is that running internet security programs slows you down when you're gaming and everything. This actually has its own gaming mode, which means that while you're gaming, it won't run any checks. It will pause everything to make sure the performance of your PC is not affected at all. And then when you're not gaming, it's running like usual, running all your system checks and making sure that you're as protected as possible. I want to make sure that your guys' gaming PCs are as protected as possible. All devices are protected, so make sure you look into it. It's really important. As I said, all links are down below in the description. So when it comes to actual video making, let's take a look at that. So when I'm recording any gameplay videos, there are 3 key layers to it. There is the gameplay record. There's the gameplay recording layer, there is the face cam layer, and then there's the audio layer. For the gameplay layer, I always use the Elgato recording device and software to record all of my gameplay. Not only does that software allow me to go back in time if I forget to record something and get that clip, but it also allows me to record in 1080p, 60 FPS. The guys over at Elgato, no, Oliver, don't go. Oliver? The guys at Elgato actually sent me my own custom Allier Elgato, which is awesome. So shout out to them, this thing's absolutely sweet. One of Elgato's actually brand new pieces of hardware that I've got hold of early is the Game Capture HD60 Pro. It actually goes inside your PC, allows you to record again in 1080p, 60 FPS, no problem at all. And the HDMI stream is actually 1-to-1, meaning that you're getting a direct instant feed onto your PC, which means you can stream really easily. And all you're doing is just using HDMI in, HDMI out, and your consoles can record nice and smoothly. So I'm going to be setting this up very soon. In terms of my audio, I record it using my webcam, which is linked up to the microphone you see up here. I can move this microphone around when recording PC videos, or move it around if I'm recording gameplay videos on my console, so that's super useful. But in terms of face cam, I want that to be as high quality as possible, so I use a DSLR, the Canon 70D, which is over there, and I've got that software linked up directly to the camera, so everything is all being recorded directly on my PC. I'll then do something like sync clap or something, then that will all allow me to add it into my editing software, which I use Sony Vegas, and then edit from that point onwards. As you can see here, I throw in music, throw in everything. The editing honestly takes longer than like playing games or anything. YouTube is awesome, but honestly, playing games is a minority of the time. Editing and making the videos is actually the majority of the time, believe it or not. So one addition to my setup, which has nothing to do with anything, is this little cutie here. This one's Darcy, the one that was here a minute ago is Oliver. These are, obviously I don't have Ella in the flat anymore, she was staying with my family unfortunately, but my girlfriend actually has these 2 cats, and I get lonely here in the flat sometimes, and their favourite spot is to lie just here. You may see me tweet pictures of it. They're good company, they literally kill my productivity, but they offer something. What do they offer? What do you offer, baby? You're just cute really, aren't you? You just sit here to be cute and distract me. That's all they do, to be honest. So what gaming rig do I actually use to power all of my PC? I've got my Alienware Aurora down here, which has some very fancy lights to it. The awesome Alienware logo there. You'd think that's actually the power button. It's actually not. If you press it, it actually just accesses the CD drive, but it looks pretty awesome as well. I've got so many cables, USB ports going into there. Absolutely everything. This gaming rig right here is powering all of these monitors and allows me to do all the editing that I do. I need to render quickly. I need to be able to record at a high quality. The Alienware PC is the beast that I need to make sure all of that happens. So one of the things which you'll see me use in every single video is obviously my headset. I've showed you guys I've got tons of Turtle Beach headsets, but the one that I use is just over here behind the screens, in fact, charging right now. These are my Turtle Beach Elite 800X headphones. They're fully wireless. I've got them linked up via optical audio to all of my consoles, but then it also links up via audio to my PC, which means I can have both audio streams playing at the same time, which is fantastic when I'm playing games, want to be in a Skype call at the same time, or listen to music at the same time, to be able to balance both of those audios and listen to everything with one single headset. So there we have it, guys. Absolutely everything for my latest gaming setup. Check out all the links down below. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Tweet me some pictures of your own gaming setups. I'd absolutely love to see them. So thank you so much for watching. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you on my next video.